and we will see the judging to understand integral ecology, and of course, Laudato is the teachings of it. And finally, the act to carry out this campaign. We talked earlier about two viewpoints, right? We look at that, we say, yes, that is a heritage, humanity's heritage, preserved for air we breathe, oceans, water. However, let's look at the corporate world might look at this. How differently do they see it? And here is what it is. We extract first timber, massive profits from the incredible trees that have grown for centuries. Second, send in local workers, cut down and burn remaining forest. 84% increase in the fires might suggest that that is happening more and more. Sell land to cattle ranchers for 100 to 200 times profit. And then sell the land again for conversion to soy and cash crops, export. Any thought for the people? Any thought for the oxygen that we breathe, that we are so dependent on through the Amazon? We saw Sao Paulo. How do you think that, what's happening to the health of all those people in Sao Paulo? There is a backgrounder on the Serengueros. We won't take time to go through that because that will be time for parish groups. And having that out again in small groups, like if you have a coffee Sunday, have that out. People are asking for information. Would help. Here are the other people, the Mura people of Manos. Also dramatic, and that's such an incredible picture. Look at that. The aftermath after a forest fire. Nobody can take care of the forest better than the indigenous people. They really take what they need. They live in 38 villages around Manos, the capital of the Amazonas state. 1,000 skilled hunters and fishers. Big conflict. And who is winning right now? The forces of power and privilege and corruption and politics is pushing these innocent victims more and more out. And they are going to depend on us, who are the fortunate few, to stand up for them. And that's what we will be coming to later, of how we can do that. So let's take a look at, what is this? It's sylvanite. Sylvanite is something that is mined to make potash, a chemical for fertilizers. Used more and more massive amounts. Brazil currently imports potash. And obviously, as you can see the pressure, right? To go in there, mine this. And this is the big threat. There's huge deposits of sylvanite. Somehow we cannot get restrictions. It's going to be more and more unparalleled devastation of the Amazon rainforest through mining for sylvanite. And you can see this, certainly this present Brazilian government is not going to say, oh no, we've got to keep the forest. No, he's going the other way, right? We finance the company that is going after this sylvanite, going after doing this. We are actually connecting to that. And in this campaign, our hope is that we will put pressure on the Canadian government to say, no, look, we cannot be destroying such a precious world resource, the Earth's resource, for something like this. There's got to be another way. So this is what certainly our advocacy staff are currently working on, is to see just more information, because they're being very secret. Nobody's giving away anything. they are trying to really dig and find out more and more about the Canadian connection and put some pressure to respect the rights of the Mura. They are going to lose their land. They're going to be, that's going to devastate villages of the Mura people. And again, there's some very, very good information that could be used and shared. And we're still hammering away at the Canadian ombudsperson, trying to get that accountability. We've achieved a major success in that, which was wonderful through a campaign that we had about, and that was the mining campaign. I think this is a good point in our workshop to bring up our partners. Some influence through the Pastoral Land Commission. They are supporting Sarah in Werros. Now we have our Pan-Amazonian Church Network, REPAN. By all means, it's not denying total access to potash, but it could be mined in such a way that the environment is not harmed, and people's life and their living, their livelihoods are not endangered or threatened in any way. It is possible to do it. Our Indigenous Missionary Councils are the third one that we want to look at. It's part of the conference, a member of REPAN, and does support the Indigenous people in their calls for justice. What do? They support the Mura people again, defending their rights. So you see, there is action going on now. And by our support to development and peace, we are providing support to these organizations. I know I've been convinced to become that because I could see the value of the Share Round initiative, because life is changing. We used to have government funding to see it no longer exists. It is more and more dependent on funds that are being raised as against set fee money that's coming in. Even Share Life, we see a depletion in that amount. Anne may have some more particulars around that. I know our former president of the Diocesan Council, Sylvia, she has been very active in trying to promote this, along with a few others on the council, to raise the numbers of share-owned donors in Ontario. Because given the size of our population, we are down the list. So there's many options. Advocacy, we saw how effective it is when e-petition that went forward. So again, it's meeting the candidates, and certainly with this new government, they'll be open. You know, they're just in whatever government it is, whoever your MP is, one would, you know, they are open to, let's put some pressure there now. With some influence through the Pastoral Land Commission. And they are supporting this thing with Sarah in Werros, and you can read some of the points that they're trying to establish. It's so important. Now we have our Pan-Amazonian Church Network, REPAN. And just take your time to just read those important points, bullets around what they are trying to do. Here's that intergenerational pledge. I want to spend a little bit of time here because this is so individual. We didn't have some sheets to do some right here that we could have put them up. But you read the pledge online and sign it. So you go online, you sign your pledge, you enter your age to compare the age of those, upload a photo of yourself, run a picture of a heart for our common home. And so these pictures and these are going to be put up by Development and Peace by the end of the campaign. So they're trying to build up a community, a bond, a sort of a growing sense of personal involvement.